Alrighty, so it's been quite a while since I've played this. I don't know what I was doing. Probably collecting people. I think I'm still at war with... let's check our factions here. Yep, at war with Swadia. Still at war with the Nords. Bound by truce with the Vegars. So, yeah, we were building up forces. I can't remember what we did last time. I have a feeling that we had that we defended against a large force of people. That sounds about right. I remember it was a few days of just big fights. I should maybe boost up the garrison in this town. Do I have anybody to give away? Yeah, I have some tier 3 archers I could give. Oh man, yeah, it's been a little bit since we have done this. It was a long weekend for me. We had some friends come up and stay with us. Nobody wants to join me. So it was good. We haven't seen them in about a year. It was a good visit. Their kid wanted to go to some amusement parks. And we were like, yeah, sure. So we did that. And, amusement parks are a lot different when you're older. It was still fun. Grigori. Yeah, it was still fun, but like the rides definitely feel different. Alright, let's get this going here. It's good that I caught this guy out by himself, because taking care of this is going to be very convenient. Gotta watch the spears. Yep, see, that spear just did a ton of damage to me. Okay, that looks like reinforcements to me, so let's back off. Yeah, my horse is so slow now. Those guys must have been knocked off their horses. Is this the last of them? Yep, sure was. I lost some people. Those horses ran into those spears, and then when I pulled back, they were still hanging back there. So, unfortunately, yeah, one of my tier 6 cavalry. That kind of sucks. But I managed to escape. But, ooh, okay. Definitely worth, though. I didn't even see who he had on him. Manhunters, no. Take these caravan guards, I guess. Who do we got for upgrades? A large bag of axes and a masterwork warbow. Power draw 8. Damage 40. Power throw 3. Somebody might be able to use those. He's got a tier 7 Nord infantry as well. I'll fight him just for that. They joined their side. That's fine. Clearing out these bandits is probably a good idea anyway. I'm really glad your horse heals all the way when you're done with a battle. I should have left that guy alone. He was trying to shoot through that tree. It seems like a really terrible idea. Anybody get dehorsed? Doesn't look like it. This should be... I don't know. I didn't look to see how many jumped in. Because it was only like 30 guys. For the one group. I don't know what the other group was. I didn't see. Either way, it should be fine. It's just bandits. Yeah, totally fine. One killed. Oh, he must have taken a stray arrow or something. Yeah. Tier 7 infantry. That guy alone was worth that fight. Swadians, nice. I'll hire that swordsman. Anything decent? Not really. Let's get him leveled up. I should have done that before that fight, but yeah, whatever. It's fine. He needs int because I was leveling him in persuasion. That's right. I should get his throwing up a bit. Yeah, because he's got these power throw 5 axes. Yeah, so he needs to hit with those things. Those are gonna hurt. $74 Tundra Bandits. My village is still looted. Traveling to Ichimor. I wonder if those, that bandit lord over in the Kergit area ever got taken care of. Probably not, if I had to guess, but it'd be really convenient if it did. I should ransom those guys while I'm here. Yeah, hold on to all these. Hold on to those guys. I'll give that tier 5 archer. I don't need him traveling around with me as much. Give away those. Okay, I'm out of tier 3 Nord guys. That's probably why I have these tier 4 infantry on me. Just to get them leveled up a bit. Okay, well, that is good enough for me for now. Not the tavern. Let's see, I'll replace that and that. And that. Check what's in the shop real quick. 58 and 19. Oh, I think Floris was ready to be upgraded into a lord. I'll check his stuff real quick. 58 and 19, armor 12 gauntlets, which are the same things as I have. I think I found these in a fight against the king or something, one of those kings. Yeah, I was gonna try to find him a second shield to use. I've been having trouble finding one, though, that doesn't require shield skill. Yeah, let's check him real quick. Oh, he's already got 12 gauntlets. 55 and 20 armor, that's totally fine. 30. So he's missing an item down here. He's got a good weapon. His lance is fine, I think. It could be better, but it's fine. So really we were just looking for another shield to give him, in case that one breaks. A bastard sword if he could, if I could find one, like one of these. But none have come up yet. Having another Lord fielded would be very convenient for me. But getting him geared up is also important, because once it's done, you can't be undone. Novalite Hunter, hi, how's it going? Good to see you. I guess I'm not in a super big hurry, so I could wait a bit to see if I can get better stuff. I'm gonna start playing Pokemon Unite. Is that the Pokemon MOBA? Yep, okay. How is it? I heard good things about it when it came out. One of my friends was playing it. Let's get this two-hand skill up. Okay, so right. Keeping me in the party a little bit, just for the trainer skill, would be nice too. Because level 30 and 6 trainer, that's not nothing. He's still got quite a way to go for levels. I got the second ranking in ranked mode, and now the players are starting to suck, but the game itself is super good. I'm playing as a close quarter all-aroundo. You're echoing! Echoing how? Is this better? Your voice is double. Alright, give me just a second. How about now? I haven't really played a MOBA in quite some time. I used to play Dota. No? I don't know why it would be doing that. But I'll look into it. I used to play Dota a bit. And Dota 2 after. I was never any good at them, though. I remember my best game I did. I was playing Shadow Fiend. This is Dota 2. And I went 22-2. And we lost. Because we had an Undying on our team that was feeding terribly. Feeding back from the speakers. Well, that's weird because I only have audio going to my headset. I don't know why it would be doing that. Unless, this is messed up. Here, hold on. I'm gonna restart some of my software. So, I'll be right back. Is this any better? Is that any better at all? Talk again, I missed it. I talked again. Did you miss it? Slightly? I'll take slightly. I don't know what's going on, I'll have to look into it after stream. I'll just move the mic further away. Maybe my voice is too loud or something. Although I'm not topping out, so I'm not sure. Kinda weird. But anyway, let's keep Floris on the team right now, just so we can find another item for him. Preferably another shield. It's still echoing, but less delay. How annoying is it on a scale of 1 to 10? But yeah, I always like the idea of MOBAs, but I've never been good at them. So... two or three. Okay. Yeah, if it's not bad, then it'll just have to wait until after stream, because I don't know what's causing it. I have no effect going into my microphone, so I couldn't tell you what it would be. What did you play as in Dota? Like my hero? What did I play a lot of? So I really liked to mix it up. I never stuck with one particular thing. Shadow Fiend was a lot of fun. He was like a mid carry. I also liked Tiny. Tiny was a like an assassin type of character. And then there was another guy, Pugna, who was like this skeleton sorcerer dude, and you could build him as like kind of like an off carry, I think, but he was really good at taking out towers because of some of his abilities, and so he was kind of like almost like a support, and that's kind of how I played him. No, ooh, there was another one. OD, Obsidian Destroyer. or Outworld Devourer is what he got turned into after the lawsuit with Blizzard. He was a lot of fun too. And he was kind of like a carry. He was a late game carry. I mean, I might as well get Borgia up to 30. You know what? I should get his strength up to 12. That trainer 9, though. It's nice. So yeah, Dota was fun. I'm just not good at it. I know I like to play support roles. I mean, what kind of role? Usually I like to play support roles in games. Just because depending on the game, like if it's a multiplayer game, I don't know why, but for some reason I'm just not super good at multiplayer games. So I'll usually play support. Oh, that was the wrong thing. Too many things that look the same. I know in like Smite, we start playing Pokemon Unite, maybe we can team up, just pretty support, back me up. That's how it always is, right? No one ever wants to play support. In Smite, I played support, and I don't know. I have fun with the support role. Manage the garrison. Manage this castle. Okay, still building the messenger post. Garrison should be goodish. Right, it was at 2 something? 246? Oh, yeah, we're fine. I wish I knew what my, what is that? Okay, there we go. I wish I knew why my microphone was acting up today. I suppose I could do like a full reset and see if that fixes it. Support class are bane of my existence. When you think you've killed them, they pop up and heal. Yeah. I mean, preferably that's how it is. You hope that's how it is. Okay. Lordly leather mittens are a funny item to me, for no particular reason. One-handed, two-handed, speed 97, reach 1010, or 110. Not 1010, that'd be crazy. And then this is a balanced vigor lance. Regular vigor lance. No shields. take a pass on that for now. Ooh, I do have, yeah, let's do that. Forgot to do that last time. Oh, I did not mean to talk to you. Preferably to me to just die. Snorlax, Wigglytuff, come back to support about 13. Recipe for defeat. Yeah. I mean, that's the idea of as playing a support. But yeah, I mean, from what I know of Pokemon, Wigglytuff is a HP tank? Or a defense tank? Not a particularly good one. And then Snorlax is a tank as well. So it makes sense that they'd be a support role. I haven't seen any enemy lords lately. I decided to talk about it. -7 to -22. On the last bit, you had me at your mercy and allowed me to go free. I hope you enjoyed toying with me like a cat with a mouse, because soon I shall have you at my mercy to slay or humiliate according to my fancy. Surrender or die. There we go. Maybe that fixed it. When in doubt, turn it off and turn it back on again. Snorlax is defender, Wigglytuff is support. For some reason, I guess that does make sense. Yeah. Yeah, I know Snorlax gets played competitively. If you're into competitive Pokemon, that is. I never was, but I do like breeding, for whatever reason. In Alpha Sapphire, I bred a perfect Growlithe. It took me a couple of weeks to breed a perfect Growlithe, and after I bred it, I stopped playing. I didn't even evolve it. Yeah, Olaf is going to be an enemy of mine throughout this playthrough, I think. He's already at -24 with me now. Okay, that's probably good. Ow. I should really let my guys... Well, I should really let my guys clean up the fight, so they can get experience and level up, because that's what I'm trying to do. They're not going to get much experience if I'm going around killing everything. Nah. Oh, I don't want that stuff. Declaration of war. The Vegas have declared war against the Saracen Sultanate. That's interesting. Interesting choice. I guess they're way up here, so they just want to take those castles, which is fine by me. Apparently, Charizard is average, but his ultimate fits the time turn to win the fight. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, from what I know of MOBAs from back in the day, like an ult could change the entire game for sure, easily. Well timed, and then you push into their base and finish them off. So there was one that was Magnus, I think. He was like this big woolly mammoth guy, and his ult he did a charge and he kind of gathered everybody together. And so if you had timed it right with your teammates, you could gather them all up, and then other people would hit them in their AoE ults, and then you would just kill them all. This place is pretty weak, right? Yeah, it is. I just don't have the people to take it over right now. I think I looked at that last time. That sounds rather familiar to me. I don't have a friendly relationship with them, I don't think. Enemy patrol spotted near Albert Castle. Well, I guess I know where I'm going. Yeah, I shouldn't have run my people down. Discuss with you in private. What do you think about your king? Okay, well, surrender or die then. You had your chance. This is not a super good area for fighting. Well, here comes the dude. Alright, well, he's taken care of. I mean, this could work out, I guess. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Charizard team player and playing Prince of the social games. Okay, that's fun. Oops. Just lanced that tree for no particular reason. Let's pull back. So they came right over that hill, so maybe if I put my cavalry over here. Let's stand closer. So they're not so spread out over this hill and get caught up on my own archers. And then, yeah, I don't want to fight up here. I need them a little closer to my archers so they can actually do something about it. How many of them are left? I didn't see... I don't remember how much the guy had. Did he have 88 or 188? I think it was 88. We gotta be close to the end of his people then. Yeah, that looks like the fight's over. Managed to escape. Yeah, it figures. Got some hirelings, though. I'll take that. Yeah, that's fine. Picked sword. I could throw these guys in Jirbei Castle to kind of pad it up. It's at 200, I guess. It's fine. Sure, yeah. Is my village still looted? Yep. I'm gonna drop off a lot of these guys. Probably a longbowman? Sure. Good enough, anyway. Small band of enemies spotted near Bazek. Okay. They're probably gonna be... Well, I got attacked in my own city? It's rude. Well, guess I'll replace this stuff. None of that had changed, so that's all fine. Ransom broker, I don't have anybody on me. Who are you? Tier 6 infantry, mercenary infantry. Huh. Book merchant, a farmer. Okay, let's see what you're up to. Vezin, okay. Manage this town. Still building a prisoner tower. Manage the garrison. Oh, I was gonna ransom these guys, and I forgot. Let's do that. Doesn't take nearly as long now that I have. I can carry 10 on me at a time. Okay, so probably give away some of these guys. Let's see, I have... Oh, this guy can go in there. 5, 6, 7, 8, so about 10. Where are they? Past them. There we go. So something like that. I'll actually give more away. Get those guys ranked up. Should move these guys up front, so they go up first. Good enough. Alright. I know there's like two or three other guys in the prisoner tower, but it's fine. Let's go take care of these bandits. What's my honor at? Ooh, I'm at 120. How about that? So this will push me over to 121. And in this situation, you really don't want to take the reward, because there will be nothing, because the place is looted out. Mountain bandits, of course they're mountain bandits. You know what? Just charge. It's fine. I missed. Anybody? Okay, he's running them down. So I guess I'll help up here. A lot of my guys are going down because they have these pikes. I think it's kind of silly that the pikes do like a bunch of extra damage, even if the horse isn't moving. It seems kind of weird, but whatever. Two killed. All right, nice. Above 120 honor. Let's check my lords here. Yeah, so the honorable lords now like me at a minimum like 37, 38, which is where you become like good friends. So it's gonna make recruiting a lot easier. You see, like all these guys, I haven't really talked to them, and I'm at relationship 40 out of 100. It's pretty huge. It's gonna be easier to convert them over to my side. Look at all my weapon points, 497. Okay, anyway, I'm going to take a quick break. I will be right back. So I'll see you in a bit. Get up, get some water, stretch, do what you gotta do. Okay. Going no camp for just a little bit. Okay, let's see. So we just did that. This place is still looted out. I guess I could go check it to see if it was overrun by bandits. Place. Wonder who was over here, where they went. Small band of enemies spotted near Kira. Hopefully it was just this guy. We'll see, I guess. Where are they? I shouldn't really put them downhill, but it's fine. Farn must be wounded then, because this just looks like a regular guy. Oh, I put my archers up front, didn't I? Oops. He doesn't really have that many people, so it's fine. I'm really glad I have a long lance, because otherwise that would have been terrible. Finally had a game where the competent team played. You know, that's always nice. I definitely feel you there, because I mean, it's like any multiplayer game. Played quite a bit of Battlefield, like Battlefield 3 specifically, with some friends of mine, and it was always like, I don't know what the team was doing ever. I would be like running around trying to take the objectives and all this stuff, and like I would never see any of my team. Nay, no. Some people ready to upgrade. Was he in that fight? Oh yeah, he was. Okay. He's still building up his forces, because he only has 53 people. Kira has been besieged. Well, that's not great. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? 65, 76, 69, 83. So that is about 150, 220, about 300. We can take that. Follow me? Oh. Oh. Oh, that makes things a little harder, doesn't it? Okay, so the king's gonna show up for the raid here. That'd be another 491. I can't... I either need to take him out, which would be hard to do, or I need to take out this group. And I think if I take out this group, then the king will go away. It's just, you know, versus my 163. I have a lot of cavalry, but... what's his party look like? So that would be getting through 26, 36, 45. So like 50 tier 5 and above. That would suck. That'd be a lot of suck. Oh, was I muted this whole time? Shit. This fucking microphone. It's giving me issues today. Oh, did anybody lose any items? We should check them real quick. Okay, he looks good. He looks good. I lost some of my people, too. Yeah, and I had recently just taken out all my cavalry as well. So I have very little to replenish. It's going to be a lot of these guys. Okay, let's just take all of them. And let's see. I could take these guys, I guess. Take some Vigor Archers rather than Crossbowmen. The Crossbowmen are really good, though. I'm just running out. I don't have a lot of people left. Let's do... yeah, let's do like 20 and 20, and then we'll try to get them replaced. Maybe 30 and 30 is better idea. I mean, I could take out a large, like, infantry archer unit and go try to defend that siege, but if there's nobody there by this time now, the king's already there. And I need to find... Rolf is gone. Sajad is gone. I'm missing Marnid as well. So, no big fights until I get my doctor back. That's super important. Man, that sucked. I'm surprised, honestly, I'm surprised that I lost so bad, because all the big fights I've been getting into have been, yeah, these guys. At the end, even over, like, huge odds like that, I will have had, like, at the most, like, 30 dead and, like, 60 wounded, or something like that. And it hasn't really been that big of an issue. So I thought, you know, it should be fine. Like, you know, it might be a little rough, but it'll be alright. And it was not alright at all. I should go to Revacheg and promote Floris. Give him Kudan and these 2 towns here. Just have another lord on my side. Your village is under attack. Vasak. Yeah, I need to chase him off. Alliger was defeated, but was he taken prisoner? I'm not sure. I also need to check, did I get anybody new to join me? I haven't really been paying attention. I think him. Yeah, definitely him. I don't think I want to fight him right now. And Kira might just continue to be under siege. Oh, is he chasing me now? No. He doesn't know what he wants to do. Other heroes in another castle, they lost to the overworld. They should be in the taverns somewhere. I just need to find them. I think Druli is still upset with me. I'm gonna check. Yeah, his impatience is still 125. Yeah, I'm just not finding the thing that I'm looking for, so I think next time in the area I'll just get him promoted, Floris. Okay. They weren't there. Kira's almost certainly still under siege. Yeah. So, what's going on here? Let's solve this. I guess in that last fight, it didn't help either that my the area we were fighting in was just not very good for my side. And there wasn't enough time to reposition or anything because they were way too close. God damn it. Yeah, I don't even have... Even on a charge now, like, my lance doesn't do any damage. That's the one bad thing about the chargers now. Which is honestly probably why they did it. Because I remember... in native, there was almost never a reason to have anything other than a charger. But the movement speed loss seems really percentage based, so I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be a while until I get my army back to a place where I'd like it. Mostly because the troops that I want aren't in this area. And I just don't feel comfortable leaving this area because I don't have enough lords to defend it. I'll go fight those guys. Okay, I was just gonna say, where are the reinforcements? Should have called them back. I should know better than this. Today's just not my day. That was a weird stutter. My brain's been so scrambled for like the last week, and now it's just starting to leak into other things, it seems like. Well, I got some Swatians, I guess, from that. A sleek hammer. Heavy sleek hammer. Yeah. Medium-sized group of enemies. Oh, that's that guy that I saw before. Sergeant at Arms, I guess. Yeah, that one. Okay. Okay, so Kira is now in a full-blown siege. I could jump in to help. It's 1,265 though, versus 314. So with my help, it'd be just under 550 versus 1,000. Well over 1,000. Nords, which are the best at sieging. I think I need to give up Kira. As much as I don't want to. I'm surprised I got so many troops back so fast. Because I had just defeated them, hadn't I? Yeah, I don't have the, I don't have the army strength to take them on. If I had a bunch of tier 5, tier 6 guys, maybe, but for right now, there's no way I could defend it, especially since Marnid isn't in the party. So anybody that goes down, there's a good chance that they're just going to die outright. That really sucks. There's Olaf. Yeah, sure. Mountain bandits, of course. Floris just went down. I don't know how. Three killed, 6 wounded. Oops. That's not what I want. Whoa, no, hell no. I'm not paying 500 silver for cabbage. Yeah, things aren't looking so good. There's nothing here. Any of my people here? There's a farmer here. Nope, they're gone somewhere. What is he doing? Oh, he's not even part of my army. Officially. Well, what do we do from here? Because they're going to take Kira. I'm not sure I'll be able to take it back. Because it takes too long. The siege on Kira is a siege engine. So it takes like 2 full days to get ready for the siege. And it just seems like my lords are too spread out or something. I haven't really seen any of them around. I gotta track down... If it were just Rolf and Sajad that I was missing, it wouldn't be so bad. Oh yeah, Turgor, 200 troops. I mean, his troops suck. They're tier 4 and below. 200 of them, though. It's just a lot. And then Olaf, I just defeated. And he's already got a nice handful of tier 5 and above. I don't know what's up with that. Like, what's up with the recruiting? I guess that would be my, Oh yeah, there's another party right there, too. So they didn't break off. They're still... Yeah. Okay, so they're just hitting my territory super hard right now. Olaf being there makes sense, because as you make enemies, they will solo you out. They will go out of their way to, like, siege your areas and loot your villages and things. Even if that means that they're going to get defeated, probably. It doesn't matter. Yeah, and the upgrades are... I'm upgrading at a reasonable speed. But it's just not fast enough. So... Yeah, if once you defeated them, they would, like, actually have to take some time to rebuild. Because I know, like, your lords do. Your lords take forever to get their troops back, it seems like. But they just come back so fast. And it doesn't seem like... at first I thought they were taking them out of their own castle. Which would be cool. It would be like, okay, so like you can slowly whittle them down by just keeping attacking this lord. It mod or normal. It is... An estate was lost. Yeah, I figured. In native, I guess I never paid attention to it because the fights were easier to do in a lot of ways. Like, there were some really strong troops that you could get, and those are the ones that I usually got. and then you could go around and do the tactics I've been doing, but they were much more effective. The mod made it so the combat is more difficult, which I'm not complaining about. Like the swing speeds, for example, the swing speed and the attack animations are different in the mod. So it definitely makes it a lot harder to get away with some things you were able to get away with in native. So maybe that was standard, and it just doesn't, or it's much more noticeable in the mod. Because constantly getting hit by these guys is just, it's rough. Like, I've defended against, I think it was like 3 or 4 waves of people trying to siege Kira. Under some crazy odds, like it was 500 versus 1,000 or something like that at one point. And it wasn't bad. I should come to this guy's rescue. Turia. Yeah, it's just the... Is there a third person there? Oh yeah, there's a third person there, huh? I'm gonna let them get away. Turia's side joined. Yeah, let's get you guys split up. So it's just been, I don't know, it's just been a little tough. Maybe I should have tried to go for peace. Tried to talk to the king to go to peace. Because right now I'm still at war with the Swadians too. I wouldn't be surprised if a large group of Swadians came swinging through right after Kira got taken over. My issue moving forward is this. I'm pretty sure I could make a recovery. It would just take a really long time. Which is why I was talking about earlier, like, if Kira gets taken over, then the playthrough might be done, because I was worried that exactly what happened, is I got taken out, I lost my army, lose some of my people that I need to go find, and then Kira needs to be re-sieged, which is a long siege. It's a 2-day siege. All the while that we could get hit from behind, and like who knows how many people they've left in Kira, because it was a party of like 1,200 down to 900 by the time the siege was done. So I'm not sure how many people they garrisoned. So in order to retake it, because now I'm low on troops, because I had to rebuild my army. Would you get out of here? It's just going to take a while. It's going to take a long while. And instead of doing that, I could be doing something else. Oops. I've lost too much speed. So yeah, maybe maybe I call the playthrough after today. Because honestly, to get back up to where I was, I would have to risk leaving my area, and it would be a solid 2 days of stream just to rebuild to the point where I could make a big push. We're getting way spread out. Today was just not the play. I'm too scatterbrained right now for some personal reasons to worry about this. This game takes a little bit too much brain power, I think. And I can't autopilot as easily. So I think that was my downfall today. If this is the end of the playthrough, what's next? Good question. I don't know. I've been wanting to try out... There's a mod for Elden Ring called Survival Mode that adds a survival-type element to it, where there are diseases and there are stuff like that. Mostly what I'm interested in is you get like crafting materials and you craft your weapons, which seems very interesting to me, because I very much like survival crafting games. Otherwise, I have Loop Hero that I have never played before, and I was saving it for a stream to try out. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. I have a Masterwork Templar sword. Although Masterwork isn't as good as it is in native. I don't think, anyway. Wait. Oh, hey, these don't require... We found a shield. Here you go, bud. There. Yeah, perfect. Can't use it on horseback, but that won't matter because when he's going to need a second shield, he won't be on horseback anyway. He'll be in a siege. Yeah, Loop Hero. So... I was also thinking about doing Pulsar, The Lost Colony. That is a super fun space game where it's like a space adventure game, and you can build your ship. Not like build it like Empyrean, but you get like a ship and then you can swap parts on it and make it better and stuff like that. Pretty fun. Wait a minute. Reset. Engineer 8 and 24. I should get his strength up to 12 too. Get his tactics. Well, no, because his tactics needs to get up to 9 before I get the next part of it being good. I could save the point, but and put it into Iron Flesh and Power Strike when we get up to that point. Maybe I'll do that. No, because I don't want the skill point there hanging out. That gets confusing for me because it gets a little plus sign. I'm like, oh, he needs to level up, and then I'll look at him and be like, oh, no, I was saving it. So let's do that now. Oh yeah, Bazak doesn't belong to me anymore. They looted their own town. I need to go check Kira too. Aliger's forces are down to 109 from the 400 they were. Okay, people joined his side, but people also joined my side. I wouldn't be surprised if they charge me right now. Yep, here they are. I'm surprised he survived that. So yeah, I'm not sure what we would play next. Loop Hero, Pulsar, Elden Ring are things that I have loaded up on my computer right now. That wouldn't take much for setup. I forgot to charge my... This is what I'm talking about for autopilot. It's just hard to remember to do things right now. On my Twitch page, there is a suggestion box, I think, for things to do. I somehow missed. Where are they fighting? Oh, okay. There he is. Let's back them off. Oops. Didn't mean to lance that horse. My archer's not shooting. Oh no, they are. And okay, they have another wave coming too. Back. Tier 2s. Just like tier 2s left? Oh, I see it. There's a whole nother wave coming. There's gotta be... what, no more than one wave left, right? That's gotta be the last of them right there. I guess I can tie these guys up back here. One killed, 4 wounded. You're free to go. I will start taking people prisoner, though. Now that I have over 121. A Masterwork Nordic two-hander. Yeah, it's decent damage, but not that impressed. Okay, this did reset. I do need fish. Anything else? No, doesn't look like it. No one in the tavern now. So yeah, I think I will call the playthrough here, at least for now. What I'll probably do is play it in my free time, and then once I get to a point where, you know, if I get to a point where it would make sense to jump back into it, like I have my forces built back up again and everything like that, like maybe we can revisit it. You need to go away. And there's another one too. I think it's him. I'll check just to make sure. But I have too many lords in my castle, so nobody new can show up. I wish to grant one of my vassals a fief. That's not it. Right, yeah, no. How do I promote people? I forget. Is it through somebody else? Not through him. Chancellor? No, not that. Maybe I talk to them. Would you be interested in holding a fief? Kudan. Be wise to stick around with you. Kudan be a perfect place to coordinate my planned takeover of Calradia. My planned takeover? I do hope there are some really large cellars, since my Doomsday device takes up a lot of space. I mean, I need a lot of storage space for my Floris King restaurants. So he's a modded character, so... Probably nothing to worry about. But yeah, so I think this is gonna be it for the Mountain Blade playthrough, at least for now. If I play it in my free time and I get to a spot where we want to jump back into it, maybe I'll do that, at least to like finish it. But right now it's just gonna take too long to get reset up, and I think it's gonna be like several boring streams of trying to do that. So I'm at least gonna put it on hiatus. The question is, what do we do next? That I just don't know about.